I was going to wait until September to start making booktube videos, but I've just finished A Feast for Crows by George R.R. Martin, which is the fourth book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series, and I can't not talk about it, so here I am.
Let's pretend there's a really cool opening right here.
I'm gonna do this video as a review first, and then I think I'll make a much longer discussion video that will include spoilers, and I suggest if you haven't read up to this point then you should go away now because it's probably going to be spoilery anyway. Yeah. I really enjoyed this book. This is the first Game of Thrones book that I've read where I haven't been spoiled for anything so far, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's not been adapted into the TV show yet. So I really had a lot of fun with this book, and I could really, read and wonder what was going to happen next and try to tie everything together for myself instead of wondering when that big, death scene was going to happen or when that huge plot twist was going to come. So I really enjoyed it because of that. I really liked the new points of views in this book. It was very different. It has Cersei Lannister as one of the recurring point of view characters, and you really get to see inside of her head, which is very interesting and also terrifying at the same time. I also have mixed feelings about the minor character point of views because at first I didn't understand what they had to do with the main plot, but by the end of the book it all really ties together very well and very tight, and I thought George R.R. Martin did a very good job of doing that. Unfortunately, that was also a down point to this book because I find it very difficult to read about the minor characters. I much prefer the major characters who we've heard about a lot. I just find it really hard to sympathise and understand where they're coming from sometimes. So I kind of find myself drifting off a little bit in those chapters. And yeah, for that reason I think that's why I've only given it 4 out of 5 stars. This book was a lot more political than the other books. I think it was a lot less action and a lot more discussion of what was going to happen. There was a lot more plotting. There was a lot of beautiful description in this book that I really loved, and new places to explore, such as the canals, which is where Arya is, and they really resemble Venice, which is somewhere that I've visited quite recently. So the memories were quite fresh in my head when I read them, and I just really enjoyed the description of the canals and thought it was just beautiful. So there was that. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I only took the 1 star off because there were points where I was a little bit bored and I felt a little bit like it was dragging, but by the end of the book I knew why I had to go through that, and it did all tie together very well at the end. So maybe it would be like 4.5 stars, something like that, but I'll just say 4 stars. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, that is my very short and non-spoiler review of A Feast for Crows by George R.R. Martin, the 4th book in A Song of Ice and Fire series. I will make another video which is more of a discussion and will involve a lot of spoilers. Thank you for watching. Leave comments, subscribe and like if you want to, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!